Mark.
Granite.
Good, granite. Okay, what can you tell me about it?
It's got a light color.
Bob, good, light color. Phil?
Irregular shape.
Irregular shape. Clay?
Roughness and texture.
Roughness and texture. Okay. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Susie.
There's 4 minerals in it: quartz, feldspar, mica, and hornblende.
Great work, Susie.
Great work,
Did you all hear that? Feldspar, mica, quartz, and
Great work,
hornblende.
Susie.
Okay, good going. Phil, would you pass that around
Susie.
for me, please? And who can tell me something about quartz? Leroy.
Quartz is a perfectly formed crystal.
Great work, Susie.
You're right, Leroy.
You're right, Leroy.
Okay, let's keep it down unless you're going to answer questions, okay?
Susie.
All right, now, pass the quartz around, and who can tell me what this is? Okay, what's going on back there?
I was just passing Susie the
Well,
granite.
can't you hand it to her?
I tried to. She was ignoring me.
It's the nail!
Yeah, that's all right, Whit. Let it out. Let it all out. There's nobody around here.
The thing that is especially exciting about metamorphic rock is that you can trace its history all the way back to time and study all the different changes that the rocks have gone through. Okay, for your assignment, I want you to read in your text pages 64. Sidney, could you get that after class?
I broke my leg. I can't write down the assignment.
Well, get it from somebody else.
Okay, now, read pages 64 through 67, metamorphic rocks. Yeah, that would probably help you out a lot. Okay, then I want you to study the metamorphism chart. Sidney, we've only got a minute before the bell, okay? All right, then I want you to study the metamorphism chart, figure 530. Yeah, what?
Oh, you're going to have a quiz?
No.
Sidney, what is so important about sharpening your pencil right this
Well, what's so
minute?
important about sitting down right there? I told you I broke my leg.
Look at Sidney, big baby.
No, not here, Whit. No. Can't we go somewhere and talk?
Kid has invaded my stream of consciousness. I wake up in the morning, and bam, there he is, thwarting me. He thwarts me 50 times a day before breakfast. Oh, the dread of Sidney dogs me all day long.
You feel that
If only I had him first hour, I'd be free for the rest of the day.
you've got him last hour?
Of course, if I had him first hour, I might not ever get any sleep. Of course, I'm not getting much as it is.
What sort of approaches have you tried with him?
Oh, I've let things pass. And I've challenged him. I've acted as if all he needed was understanding. And I've laid down the law. I've tried to lay down the law.
You're having trouble making your rules work.
Can you catch water with a sieve?
No, you have tried to set rules.
He slips between them. Or, bam, he's so flat out defiant that he stuns me.
Like with the pencil sharp.
I mean, there I was, keeping everybody after class, angry, growling at everybody.
He sets you up, you lose your temper, and then he wins no
you
matter
got
what
it.
you do.
You got it.
Isn't there some new kind of tactic you can try?
Parent conference. Oh, I don't know if I want to try a parent conference.
No, you have misgivings?
Well, I mean, I can see it now. Sidney will convince him that I'm picking on him or I'm a lousy teacher. You know the story.
I sure do. But sometimes parents can surprise you.
Maybe he treats them the same way he treats me.
Maybe.
Why didn't you tell us something about this sooner?
Oh, you know how it is. Most of the time, little problems have a way of solving themselves. But sometimes you need a little help.
Is that so?
That's so.
You mean every once in a while there's something you gotta do, right?
Yep, and that's what we're doing right now.
The kid acts up at home. Do I come crying to you?
I thought you might have some ideas on what's going on through Sidney's mind. How we might persuade him to take science a little more seriously.
You're the one supposed to have the ideas. What's the matter? Don't they pay you enough?
Well, actually, I thought we could talk.
So we're talking. You dummy. What do you got to say for yourself?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. I must be like a teacher in the street. Nothing.
Sidney's always been a very sensitive boy.
I agree. Sidney has a lot of potential.
It all started back in first grade. You know, Sidney's teacher held him back. You see, they had this placement test. Don't you want this man to understand your son? Anyway, when he was 3 years old, we went out and we bought him this.
For crying out loud. The problem is you're bugging for missing school.
Oh, you feel the atmosphere of this?
Sidney's the kind of boy who needs teachers who understand.
You cut out that mush. The kid's a rebel. He needs somebody who's gonna stand up to him.
He needs understanding. You don't understand that. You never understood him and you never understood me.
You're forever reading them cummy crackpot magazine shrinks.
You think you're so tough, but you're afraid of ideas.
You call that garbage ideas? You spoil a kid rotten.
At least he talks to me. He doesn't talk to you anymore. Nobody could talk to you.
Are you feeling better now, Whit?
A little.
Honk it some more.
That's enough.
You ready to go back to civilization now?
Yeah, let's go talk.
Gotta get through to Sidney.
You feel that it's important
I
that you...
can't get through to Sidney.
You're feeling a dilemma.
I can't help it if he's got a crazy family.
You think he has a very deep problem.
But deep down, he's a smart kid. Really, I hate to see it go to waste.
You're feeling a
I
responsibility.
ought to throw the kid out.
Oh, you sure seem to be torn.
Yeah, I'm torn. I had a buddy in high school, Bert Scardup. Boy, did I look up to Bert. He flunked out, but I looked... Where's that guy get these songs?
Jesse, he's a mayor.
The teachers just thought he was a rebel.
You identify him with Sidney?
Yeah.
Has he had a hard life?
He runs a chain of grocery stores.
Do you identify with the teachers?
No. Well, yeah. No. Maybe.
You figure that your frame of mind is contributing to his problem.
Yeah. I want to beat the kid. No. No. What I really want to do is take my horns out of the lock with Sidney. Sidney, there are some concerns between us that need resolving.
Huh?
We've got some problems we've got to work out.
What problems?
Oh, for starters, you're walking out of conferences. You're talking back to me. You're wrecking experiences, experiments. You're throwing paper wads at Susie McCullough.
Did she tell you that?
It doesn't matter how I know it. The point is, it's got to stop. Well, don't you agree it's got to stop? Why do you do these things?
What's it matter to you?
It's wrecking my class. That's what it matters to me.
Then kick me out.
If I have to.
I've been kicked out of class before. It's no big deal.
Sidney, I don't want to kick you out of class. I want to help you be a good student.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
What do you want me to say?
What do you want to say?
You want me to say, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Jefferson, but I don't like your class.
What's the matter with my class? Seriously, Sidney, what don't you like about my class? I want to know, Sidney. Seriously.
I think it's stupid. I don't get this stuff.
What don't you get?
All of it.
Sidney, turn around. Come on, show me what lessons.
All of them.
You mean you don't understand the work?
You gotta ask me that. Look at the grades you've been giving me.
I thought... Well, I'll confess, I didn't think that you couldn't do the work. I thought it was more that you wouldn't.
As far as I'm concerned, all this stuff written in code, who can memorize it?
Okay. How about if I set up some review sessions after school?
After school?
Sidney, what I'm telling you is that I'll work through this material very carefully with you, if you'll come.
Yeah, I'll come. Okay, these are the, chemical.
Good,
Chemical
good.
rocks. And these are the clastic
Good boy,
rocks.
good boy.
And, I don't know.
Okay, these are organic, okay?
Yeah.
But that's great, Sidney. You've come a long way in a short time. Good work. Luke, tell me something about this rock.
Okay. Well, for one thing, it's a cave rock.
Mr. Jefferson, could I join you?
Well, Susie, this is just a review session.
I know, but I thought I'd work on my science fair project or something. I mean, you make everything seem so clear.
Okay, sit down. Luke?
Okay, and
That quartzite and that cave stone, that's so pretty. Can I use that in my exhibition?
Susie, how about you and I talking a little later, all right? Luke,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, and this orange stuff in here, that's hematite,
Right.
and this yellow is limonite.
Right you are. All right, that takes us right to question number 3. Sidney, what kind of an answer did you get for that?
I don't know. Don't rush me.
Okay, take your time. When you get it, let me know. Okay, Jane.
Mr. Jefferson, how come there's so many nodules on this stalactite and this one's so smooth?
Susie, can we talk about that later? Okay, Jane.
Look
tell
at
me
the
about-
layers in this. How'd those get there?
Okay, Susie, come on. Let's get to that a little bit later.
What?
What'd you do that for?
I didn't do anything.
You kicked her.
Oh, you're just picking on me.
I am not picking
You're
on you.
always picking on me. All you care about is your favorite students. I bet the president doesn't know how much grants and felds cost.
Sidney. What can you tell me about limestone?